Ladies and gentlemen, we start on behalf of Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. We welcome you to the Analyst and Institutional Investors Meet, organized to discuss the company's business and outlook post the declaration of the unaudited financial results for the quarter ended 31st December and 9 months ended 31st December. To introduce the dignitaries on the dais, I call upon the Company Secretary, Mr. Satyaprakash Das, to please do the honors.
Thank you, Bakulji. Good morning, everyone. I am pleased to welcome you to Power Grid Corporation of India Limited's Analyst and Institutional Investors Conference. Today, our senior management is here, and we'll discuss about our company's business and performance outlook based on our recently announced financial results. So, let me introduce our esteemed senior management team: Dr. R.K. Tyagi, Chairman and Managing Director; Sri G. Ravishankar, Director of Finance and CFO; Dr. Yatindra Dwivedi, Director of Personnel; Sri Naveen Srivastav, Director of Operations; Sri B. Bansi Ramamohan, Director of Projects. We shall now watch a short corporate video on our Power Grid's performance.
Towards the light of progress. Electricity, the heartbeat of our lives. Without it, neither homes glow, nor industries run, nor dreams come true. Behind this light are those who, in every situation and in every season, keep the nation connected with energy. Towering snow-clad mountains, scorching deserts, dense forests. Challenges are at every step. Yet, in front of every challenge is an indomitable spirit, the spirit of Power Grid.
वन नेशन वन पावर ग्रिड आज देश की ताकत बन चुका है.
One nation, one grid, one frequency. By connecting all 5 regional grids of India, Power Grid has created a remarkable example of technical unity. Today, this national grid is among the largest synchronous grids in the world. From the icy peaks of the Himalayas to the scorching deserts of Thar, Power Grid team reaches where reaching is difficult. In every hour of crisis, be it storms, earthquakes or floods, our ERS system remains steady to re-energize the nation's pace and power. Power Grid is not only India's identity but a global one, with presence in more than 25 countries, and by establishing cross-border energy cooperation with Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh and Myanmar, we are reshaping South Asia's energy map. Today, moving beyond transmission, we are creating new dimensions in telecom, grid automation, smart grids, renewable integration and digital infrastructure. In areas like solar energy, battery energy storage and green hydrogen, we are laying the foundation of tomorrow's grid for a greener, self-reliant India.
Thank you. Now I would like to invite our Chairman and Managing Director, Dr. R.K. Tyagi, to deliver the opening remark and presentation. Following that, we shall have the Q&A session. Sir, over to you, sir.
Good morning, respected investors, my colleagues on the dais, all board members, ladies and gentlemen. Today's investor meet, we will be sharing the achievements of Power Grid, what challenges we were facing last year. With the support of Government of India, with the support of our stakeholders, we have been able to resolve many of the issues, and now our execution of projects, our performance is improving in all areas, unlike last year, wherein we had number of challenges in commissioning of projects. So I'll be sharing the details during my presentation. My presentation will cover highlights, project execution, how we are operating our assets, then financials for Q3 and for 9 months, what we are doing in other businesses, and what is the business outlook for Power Grid, how Power Grid is playing role in ESG, CSR, and different areas and awards what we are winning. Key highlights: Power Grid has become 3 trillion rupees plus gross fixed asset company. It is a leading national transmission company, not in India but in the world. We are a backbone transmission company for supply of electricity from any corner of the country and to any other part of the country. Then second part is FY2026 capex and capitalization. It is on track. I can assure you that we are poised to exceed our annual guidance which we have been talking. We have entered in Africa 50 with the partnership with the Africa 50 in Kenya particularly, one 400 kV and 220 kV project we will be starting shortly. Considering energy storage in battery, so we have ventured into first battery energy storage project on build, on operate in Andhra Pradesh. Towards ESG, we have recently commissioned first 400 kV by 220 kV 315 MVA transformers using synthetic ester oil, which is a vegetable oil. It can be easily decomposed, unlike mineral oil. So it is a step towards ESG. Then earlier we had in 2019 we had commissioned 400 kV reactor also. In between, 2 transformers, one at Aizwal and one at Pusoli, we had retrofilled ester oil from mineral oil. In renewable, we have our power consumption, we have achieved our target of 50%, which we committed in front of you for by 2025 December, we have achieved this target. As you know that Power Grid is a Government of India major shareholding company, 51.34%. Then FII is about 24%. Domestic II is 20%. For 24-25, again, like all the years, last so many years, we have been achieving MOU rating of excellent by Government of India, Department of Public Enterprise. As I told that gross fixed assets, for the first time it has crossed 3 lakh trillion rupees. Our credit ratings, as usual, it is very good, excellent. These are Power Grid board members, my team, wherein we have functional directors, independent directors, and government nominee directors. And the lady director also we have, which was for some time it was not there, but for last 2-3 quarters we have Madam Siegel as independent director. We have one of the largest transmission network in the world by any utility. It is 1,83,174 circuit kilometer with 1566 number of transmission line. Our substations with the last commissioning of Ahmedabad, then Anantpuram, it has increased to 288 with the 5,99,000 MVA capacity. Inter-regional capacity, that means power flow capacity from one region to another region, it is 1,01,000 megawatt. Our the transmission system availability is 99.84%. These are the details of various voltage level substations. We have 18 HVDC station, 70 numbers of 765 kV substations, which is the highest in the world by any utility. Then 400 kV, 169, and 400 kV and below 31 numbers. We have for grid stabilization, SVC and STATCOMs, and transformers and reactors. We have fleet of more than 4,000 transformers and reactors. We are the richest company operating 765 kV transmitted network, which is the backbone of India's power sector. In capex and capitalization and what elements we have recently commissioned. In 9 months, our capex has been 26,761 as against 17,651. We have already crossed target of 28,000 capex which we committed, which we had target with Government of India. We have already achieved 29,200 crores capex, and we have a target to exceed 32,000 crores capex this year by March 2026. In capitalization, we have in 9 months we capitalize assets worth 12,915 as against 7,423 crores last year. And as on 31st January 2026, we have commissioned projects worth 18,700 crores. And we have target of achieving more than 22,000 crores as against our target of 20,000 crores which we committed during this year. So we want to surpass that target. The major elements which are likely to be commissioned in balance 2 months will be Badla 3, Sikar 2, Padla 3 to Ramgarh, then Navsari to Fadge, Maheshwaram to Kurnool, and Navsari to Kala. These are the major elements which we will be commissioning. These are the elements which have been commissioned since last quarter. After 30th September 2025, Khetri Narela, which was a very, very critical line for power evacuation, especially green energy from Rajasthan, Ahmedabad Lakadia and Ahmedabad Navsari have been commissioned. These 2 lines also were very critical, very much required for evacuation of power from Khavda area, KPS 1, KPS 2, KPS 3. Badla 2 to Sikar 2, this was also one of the much awaited transmission line. It has been commissioned. Then Banaskantha to Ahmedabad, Kishanpur to Kishtwar, Kurnool 3 to Anantpuram. Anantpuram also has been charged now, and once generation comes, then power will start flowing from Anantpuram to Kurnool 3, then Kurnool 2, and subsequently to Nellore, Raichur and other areas. Then 400 kV Maharani Bagh, Narela, that means power being generated in RE area in Rajasthan. Through Sikar, Khetri, it will be coming to Delhi through Narela, then to Maharani Bagh. So this has also been commissioned. Major transformers which have been commissioned, the 1500 MVA ICT at Kotra, then Khavda 2, 1500 MVA ICT. Ahmedabad also we have commissioned one transformer of 1500 MVA. Then 3 transformers of 4500 MVA capacity at Narela substation, 1500 MVA each capacity. So put together 4500 MVA. Then Khavda 2 again, one more transformer of 15 MVA, ICT 6. Indore 1500 MVA, 765 by 400 kV. And 2 numbers, 1500 MVA ICT at Dosa substations. In 400 kV at Kundul 3, 500 MVA. Then upgradation at Bhavana from 315 to 500 MVA for meeting requirement of Delhi. Then 2 number ICTs at Fatehgarh 3, then 1 number at Bhuj, 1 number at Bachau. And 2 stations Narela and Anantpuram have been commissioned since last 30th September. In operations, as usual, we are always excellent. We have been maintaining availability better than or at least at par with the international best utilities in the world. And our reliability or annual tripping per line is also comparable or better than international best utilities, which is 0.21 trippings per line. For taking care emergencies, disasters, we have mobile substation similar to transmission line where we have emergency restoration system. So we have recently procured emergency restoration system for substation also. It is a mobile GIS mounted on the trailer. So wherever there is a failure because of any reason, natural disaster or maybe a normal failure also, and we are not able to restore the normal system, then this mobile GIS substation can be installed in that particular location to restore electricity immediately. So this has been procured, and we are in the process of procuring at 400 kV also and 132 kV. So far we have only procured 220 kV, but 132 and 400 kV have been ordered, and they will be also coming very shortly. In financials, our total income for 9 months is 35,714. EBITDA 29,846 crores. Profit after tax for 9 months is 11,382 crores. Net worth is 98,906 crores. Gross fixed asset, it is 3,04,000 crores. Our debt equity ratio is 59 to 41. If we compare with last year Q3 to FY25 to FY26, total income has increased from 11,609 to 12,436 crores. There is an increase of 7%. If we talk of 9 months revenue or income, it has increased from 33,843 crores to 35,041 on a standalone basis. There is an increase of 4%. And after considering this expenses, depreciation and other things, our profit after tax for Q3 has increased from 3,894 to 4,160. Which is increase of 7% in Q3 versus Q3. And if we talk of 9 months, it has increased from 11,017 to 11,368. There is an increase of 3%. On consolidated basis, income has increased from 11,743 to 12,599. There is an increase of 7%. And in 9 months also, there is increase from 34,869 to 35,714. There is increase of 2%. And profit after tax is 8% increase, that is 3,862 crores. It has become 4,185. But in 9 months, because last year we got some special income, it has from 11,379, it has increased to 11,382, which is only nominal increase is only there. So we will be telling the details why it is almost matching with the last year. So there was one-time income last year. So in financial performance, our gross fixed assets on a standalone basis has increased from 2,63,000 to 2,69,000. On console basis, it has increased from 2,88,000 to 3,04,000. Capital work in progress, it has increased from 29,000 crores to 50,000 crores work in progress. Our debt has increased from 1,29,000 to 1,43,000 because number of projects are going on now. Our net worth, as I told that, it has increased from 91,000 to 98,000 crores. Earning per share is 12.23 and now it is 12.24. And the book value per share is 106.34 as against 98.51 last year. Our debt equity ratio is 41 maintained. And return on net worth, it is 11.51 as against 12.42 because the net worth has increased and profit is almost same. These are some key financial informations. The income from previous period, from 63, it has become 509. Interest on differential tariff, 95 crores as against 102 crores. Interest from subsidiaries and JVs, 802 crores as against 560. Incentive, 239 as against 150. And dividend from JVs, 22 crores. Dividend from subsidiaries, 347. Dividend from associates, CSR expenses, 130 crores against 161. FERV, 166 crores as against 238 crores. Equity in TBCB, 5,543 as against 4,390 crores. Equity in TBCB under construction, it has increased to 4,268 crores. Our short-term loan is 5,500 crores. These are the commercial performance as against billing of 28,161 crores. Realization is 103%, which is 29,024 crores. And lowest ever trade receivable days has reduced to 24.65 days at the end of Q3, quarter 3. In telecom and consultancy, our income has increased from 825 crores to 879 crores. We have received one order worth 206 crores. This is a multi-year order. 18 numbers customers have been added. Then backbone availability is maintained 100% like earlier years. And our telecom network is more than 1 lakh kilometers. In consultancy, the income has increased from 427 crores to 1173 crores. New orders, we have 5 numbers, ongoing 77. Then international, we have 2 orders from international as well as ongoing 14 numbers. We have footprints in 25 countries. In business outlook, as you know that India is going for $10 trillion economy, then it will require rapid industrialization and urbanization. It will require EVs, it will require green hydrogen, it will require data centers. We know that by 2032, 600 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel capacity, power capacity is going to be added. Then 71 gigawatt will be additional electricity demand only for green hydrogen by 2032. In energy storage, we have 47 gigawatt BESS, that is battery-based energy storage by 2032. And pump hydro, 27 gigawatt. It will be enabler for RE balancing and RTC supply. In global energy integration, our vision of our Honorable Prime Minister for one sun, one world, one grid, it will have number of cross-border and international interconnections with the SAARC countries. Then we will have Middle East, and many more interconnections are likely to be there in future for global energy integration. As on today, we have 1,45,513 crore works in hand, apart from 50,000 crore projects work in progress. So we have 1,95,000 worth projects which are to be commissioned in next 3 to 4 years. Out of which tariff-based competitive bidding we have won 1,09,000. Then new regulated tariff mechanism, it is 23,000. Ongoing RTM projects 9,934, and others like data center and other projects we have 2,204 crores. The FY2026 and capitalization guidance, we commit that there will be increase from 28,000 to 32,000 crores, and capitalization from 20,000 crores to 22,000 crores. These are the major projects which we have won in financial year 26. One is transmission system for evacuation of power from pump storage projects in Sonbhadra. It is costing about 3,626 crores with tariff of 328 crores. Second project is interregional strengthening between SR and ER. It is 2,723 crores with tariff of 311 crores. Between NR and WR, Vindhyachal Varanasi, involving a station of Prayagraj, and the cost is 2,368 crores with tariff of 323 crores. We have one intra-state transmission project in Maharashtra for removal of transmission constraint in Pune. It is 765 kV by 400 kV substation in Pune East. The tariff of which is about 368 crores. So cost will be somewhere about 3,500 crores because NCT, because it is an intra-state project. So the cost is likely to be 3,500 crores, and because it was not discussed with NCT, so NCT cost is not available in this case. Then Devangiri, Bellary, 1,111 crores with tariff of 130 crores. Between southern region and western region, which is Parli-Bidar line, 1,007 crores with tariff of 104 crores. Then transmission system in Devangiri, 379 crores with tariff of 42 crores. The battery energy storage which we have won in Andhra Pradesh, it is for 150 megawatt, 350 megawatt hours. It is a TBCB project at Kalikiri, Andhra Pradesh. It is built on operate basis with VGF support. Then it is a large scale and renewable energy integration project It shall enable on-demand power availability and enhance grid stability and reliability. The estimated cost is about 250 crores and the annual tariff is 29.52 crores. We are also aggressively participating in these BEST projects, and there are a number of projects which are likely to be bid out for battery energy storage. So Power Grid will be aggressively participating in those projects also. In Kenya, as you know that we have recently signed this PPP model project, transmission project, which involve a transmission line from Lusuk to Lesos. It is 165-kilometer long line, and Lilo of 400 kV Loyan Galani Suswa at Lusuk. It will have two stations, one at Lusuk and second at Lesos. Project 2 is a transmission line from a 220 kV Kubos, Kakamega, Musaga line, and Lilo of both circuits of 132 kV Lesos to Musaga at Musaga New. It will have two stations, one at Kakamega and one at Musaga, both of 220 by 132 kV. It is the first independent transmission project in Africa, and risk sharing is with multilateral development partner, which is Africa 50. The estimated cost is about $311 million. And we are also working with Africa 50 in other countries also for similar projects on IPP model. The challenges in project implementation, securing of land, it is a challenge, but we are getting support from all the states. Right of way, Government of India has come out with the guidelines in June 24, then in March 25, then again in December 25. So with this guideline, we expect that ROW issues will be better to be resolved, and results are already seen on the ground that we are able to commission number of transmission projects. There are supply chain constraints, especially for transformers and reactors. Government of India is also considering this challenge, and we are talking with IMA, we are talking with the Indian manufacturers for augmenting their capacity for manufacturing. And in fact, with the transformer manufacturing facilities of foreign countries, but available in India, they are also likely to be approved by Government of India. So it will also have supply will improve and this problem will be reduced. Then skilled manpower availability. Again, it is a challenge. We have already opened 4 numbers of skill developmental center at Malda, Banka, Raigad, and Basi, close to Jaipur. And we are developing, or we are giving training to unskilled manpower, making them skilled for transmission line works. 50 batch for 3 months training we are giving. So at 4 locations, 200 the trained fitters are getting trained in 3 months. So 200 into 4, almost 800 fitters are getting ready each year. Then difficult terrain in Rajasthan, Gujarat, then Leh, Ladakh, that area, it is a definitely difficult terrain, challenges are there. Then forest and wildlife clearances, again, it is a pain point for all of us, and we are discussing with Government of India, and Government of India is supporting us in getting forest clearances also. In ESG, CSR and awards, as I told that 50% of total power consumption has been met through renewable in December 2025. It has been achieved by our rooftop solar installations across power grid facilities. We have 85 megawatt solar plant already commissioned at Nagda. Then Pan-India Green Energy Initiatives reflecting companies' commitment to sustainability. It strengthens Power Grid ESG roadmap and supports India's clean energy transition. Towards this, we have commissioned Asia's first 315 MV ICT at Bhiwadi. It was recently commissioned at Bhiwadi. It will improve environmental performance because it is a biodegradable, and fire safety will also be taken care. And we have already ordered 2 more transformers and reactors of natural ester oil or synthetic ester oil, so that which will also be coming shortly in a Power Grid network, and they will also be commissioned. Towards reducing ROW, we have recently installed insulated cross arm in monopole. So it will help in reducing ROW from 46 meter to 31 meters. If a lattice tower of 400 kV level, it will have ROW of 46 meter. But in case of monopole with insulated cross arm, it will have 31 meter ROW. So it will reduce almost 35 to 40% ROW, and it will optimize the land utilization. It will have lower environmental and social impact. In CSR, we have taken a number of initiatives like Vishram Sadan at Siddharth Nagar, then 50 bedded Vishram Sadan, then 500 solar lights and 500 hand pumps. It was handed over to the Siddharth Nagar administration in the presence of Honorable Member of Parliament, Shri Jagnipa Palji. Then the ITI at Gorakhpur was inaugurated by Honorable Chief Minister of UP, Shri Yogi Adityanath ji. Then Advanced Cancer Care, Homi Bhabha Cancer Hospital at New Chandigarh. This also have been handed over to Chandigarh. Then we have got Outstanding Leadership in Asset Management Award to our Director of Operation by IEM India. And 19th Exceed Award for Outstanding CSR work in rainwater harvesting and conservation award was received by Power Grid. So thank you very much. Thank you for your patience hearing. Thank you.
Thank you for this wonderful presentation. And I take the liberty to say, Chairman साहब, आप जो टेनिस वगैरह खेलते हैं ना, वो हमको लगता है मैराथन ऐसा ही होता है. We now start with the next segment, which is Q&A. And I request each one of you to raise your hand, introduce yourself and the house. My team is around to get you the mic. Yes, please.
Yeah, hi sir. Just want to check, on slide 28, you gave some of those competitive bid projects. Now, when I look at the tariff and the NCT costs, doesn't look as exciting, but I'm guessing there's a lot of savings versus the NCT estimates. Could you give us a ballpark in terms of what is the average cost saving versus what NCT believes the estimates versus what Power Grid is able to do those projects at? This is on the competitively bid projects. You gave the estimated cost as per NCT.
Cost and tariff.
That's right. So I just want to get a sense of, compared to that cost, typically what is Power Grid on average able to implement these projects at? I mean, it will be project specific, but still on average, if we could give a sense.
And before sir starts, can you please introduce?
Sorry, Murtaza from Kotak.
Now, whatever this, because this is NCT cost,
Yeah.
but the cost considered by Power Grid will be different from this cost.
That's right.
And based on that cost only, we have bid out this project and we have won. And we will ensure that this project is executed within that limit.
But typically, compared to their estimates,
Sometimes it is within that, sometimes it exceeds also. Our cost estimate will be closer to that, but sometimes it is higher than that cost.
Sure. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Good afternoon. Hi, this is Shubdeep from Navama. Firstly, congratulations on a great set of numbers and execution for third quarter. So as you've already charted out the guidance for CAPEX and capitalizations for 26, for FY27 and FY28, can you give us your revised numbers for CAPEX and capitalization?
Last meet, we have given 28,000 for FY26. We are increasing it to 32,000 as I told, and FY27 capex will be 37,000 crores. In FY28 it will be 45,000 crores.
And for capitalization?
Capitalization, FY27 it will be 30,000 and FY28 it will be 35,000.
Understood. Sorry, I'll just take the last one. Also, in terms of the pipeline of TBCB projects that you're seeing in terms of fresh tenders, any ballpark number as to how large that number is on an annual basis?
Yeah, there are about projects worth 55,000 crore projects are already under bidding, and there are about 15,000 crore projects which are approved but yet to be up for bidding. So it becomes almost 70,000 crores. And we out of 60,000 crore the pipeline of projects up to 2032. So we have already, considering this, we have the 3 lakh crore projects will be already available for bidding, and balance 3,60,000 crore will be available for bidding, which are yet to be approved by NCT and Government of India, and which are likely to be bid out in next 4 years. So there will be almost, on an average, 90,000 crore projects each year will be bid out.
So if I hear you correctly, out of 6,60,000 crores till FY32, 3 lakh is done, another 3,60,000 is
2,30,000 is already under execution or commission, 55,000 up for bidding. They are available for bidding, 15,000 yet to be available for bidding, and balance will be approved and subsequently available for bidding. So those will be 3,60,000 in 4 years, next 4 years, so that they are completed before 2032.
Perfect. Understood, sir. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Hi, sir. This is Apur from IIFL. In your comments, you mentioned about company sort of getting aggressive on the battery storage. There was also a recent CERC draft proposing inclusion of storage in cost plus model. Any thoughts over there, sir, or if you can share some plans?
Yeah, there is only draft paper on this, and actually for grid reliability, now we have almost 50,000 megawatt RE power in grid, so which is being generated, and because this variability and intermittency of renewable energy, there will be some grid stability storage required also. So we are considering that this is the idea behind grid stability, that as a transmission element, the battery energy storage will also be part of the transmission. And if once this CRC draft document is approved or it is available, then there will be projects for battery energy storage in RTM also. So that is under discussion.
Sir, how large could that quantum be?
Exactly, I cannot tell, but it will be normally it will be 10% of the total requirement. Suppose we have 50,000 megawatts, so normally it is 10 to 15% of the total generation capacity.
Understood. So another question on the budget yesterday. There was a change in regime for MAT. Does it have any impact on the tax liability or treatment of tax for our SPVs? The TBCB one specifically.
Yeah. Actually, all the TBCBs already are under the new tax regime only. So there is no, already all the TBCBs are not paying MAT if there is no profit on the income tax rule. And we are following only the old tax regime for power grid because we have 80IA benefits. So we will have to evaluate that how long it will be beneficial to switch over from old tax regime to new tax regime for power grid. Otherwise, all other SPVs are already under the new tax regime only. And for power grid, anyhow, whatever you pay the taxes, it is passed through only.
Sir, lastly, on the capital.
You have to restrict because others also. So maybe 2 questions and then we move on. Yes, please. A little representation on the left side. I'll come to you.
Hi, good afternoon, sir. My question is on the supply chain challenges. I think the government of India.
Can you hold it a little
The
closer?
government of India is working on some Chinese relaxation. Can you just help us with the kind of supply chain relaxation you've asked from the government and we expect? And can you just also highlight those challenges which are happening in component-wise?
Sir, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Mohit Kumar from ICICI Securities. Yeah.
Yeah, especially for transformers and reactors, as a component level, as of now, there is no challenge. Only for manufacturing and assembly of transformer components like core, winding, bushing, there is a challenge. As per the present capacity of our transformer manufacturers, OEMs like T&R, Hitachi, Toshiba, CG and other manufacturers, today we have capacity of 228,000 MVA capacity. And even if we consider their augmentation in next 2 to 3 years, the capacity is it will become 398,000. Whereas demand in 26-27 itself, it is 421,000. So unless until the Chinese companies available in India, if relaxation by government of India is given, then it is going to boost the transmission sector. So it should be a good move for everybody.
So on clarification, are you looking also for import? No, right? Import of transformer, import of...
Already whatever components like copper, then paper, these components will be, or core, these will be coming from outside only. Today also they are coming from outside, tomorrow also they are coming. Because all the manufacturers, they are importing these components and assembling in India. So they will continue to be imported.
Understood. My second question.
We'll have to restrict, please. Yes, please.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Hi, sir. I'm Nikhil from Bernstein. The first question is, right-of-way had been a consistent challenge for us over the last 1 year or so, and you highlighted it still being a challenge. But was there a change this quarter and in January that we could see such big an improvement in capitalization?
Like in Q3 and January, yes. There was when we talk of this change or modification in guideline in March 25, so these guidelines were issued by Government of India. Then subsequently, they were adopted by Government of Delhi, Government of Haryana, Government of Rajasthan, Government of Gujarat. And that time took almost some state adopted in July, some state adopted in August. And finally, the orders for this MRC rate or land rate were issued by respective district collector or district magistrate in September and October. So after that only work started happening. So that is why progress now it is increasing. So now in Q3, Q4, progress will be better.
So would you say it's not a temporary change we have seen, it's a structural shift we are seeing in ROW getting much better than the last couple of years?
Yes, because earlier days there was only ROW area was considered 30%, and now it is not only 30% in rural area, in semi-urban it is 45%, and this urban area like Delhi or cities, it is 60% of ROW area we have to compensate for land value. And earlier it was the circle rate to be paid multiplied by area. Now it is market rate. And methodology also has been issued by Government of India, which says that there will be 3 valuer. One will be by the farmer, one will be by power grid. And these 2 valuers will give the rate, market rate, and average of this will be taken as market rate. If the farmers are not agreeing to this rate because there can be difference between farmer and power grid valuer rate, then there will be third valuer nominated by DM. Then rate of that will be considered for coming out with the market rate. So that procedure has been now streamlined.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
So Sumit Kishore from Axis Capital. So my first question is a follow-up on what you explained to Mohit. So the whole transformer in no situation will get imported. There will have to be localization of manufacturing, and then components will get imported. Is that the right understanding?
Yeah, so Government of India is not considering importing transformer as a total item.
Very clear.
It is only assemblies. The way it is happening now, it will continue to be like
that. Okay. So my two questions. First one is, when we look at the CEA website data on physical progress of projects, so up to December, when I saw the data for progress on transmission lines for power grid was 33% of the full year target. And we saw across the categories. Similarly, for substations, it was some 56% of target. So I thought that maybe, the capitalization will also be weak. But how does that work? How do we track that using the physical data on progress on the CEA website? And the second question is on HVDC. So we have seen that the number 2 player now is almost half the works in hand of Power Grid. At least they claim to be 750 billion rupees. They've taken 2 HVDC projects. So what are the next 2 or 3 HVDC projects that are going to be awarded in the country? What is their size and timeline? If you can please cover that and your strategy going forward. Thank you.
Okay, the CA website, yes, there was issues earlier, as I told that by Q2 the results were not good. In Q3 also you can see that it was only 12,000 crores capitalization. So as of today, we have 3,300 CKM we have already achieved. Our annual target is 5,500 CKM, circuit kilometer, out of which we have already achieved 3,300 circuit kilometer. In transformers, our target as given to CA or Government of India, it is 60,000 MVA capacity. We have already achieved 42,000 MVA. And we are sure that we will be achieving almost 1,500 to 2,000 circuit kilometer by end of this financial year. So we will be very close to the target which has been given by CA or Government of India. And similarly in transformation also, we will have almost 18 to 20,000 MVA capacity will be added in next 2 months. So we will be very close to 60,000 MVA capacity. In case of HVDC, you told that yes, there are only, everybody knows that there are only 3 manufacturers. Hitachi, can you increase the word? Hello.
Can you
Hello.
now?
Yes. So Hitachi is there, then GE is there, and Siemens is there. So we have already given a project of this Khavda Nagpur, and they are also executing this Fatehpur to Badla project, and then Khavda to this South Olpad of Adani, although it is a different TSP. It is by another HVDC supplier. So we have projects like Bikaner, Barmer 2 to South Kalam, which will cost almost 35,000 worth crore project, which is already up for bidding, and OBD will be done on 1st April 2026. There are a number of more projects like Bikaner 5 to Begunia, which this is also this should be shortly approved. Then there is a discussion about 320 kV, 500 megawatt Paradeep to Andaman. This is likely to be commissioned by 2031 to 32. Again, it is almost 31,000 crores. Then there are some projects in Brahmaputra Basin. It is Niglok in Arunachal Pradesh. Then Namsai, Rowing, Silapathar, Gogamukh, Rauta. So these are some projects which are likely to be in NER depending on the hydropower generation in northeastern region. The timeline will vary depending on the progress of hydro project, because hydro project time is almost say 8 to 10 years, and HVDC project is almost 4 years. So depending on the progress, these projects will be available for bidding. There is one more project which is already discussed in NCT. It is Kurnool to Visakhapatnam. So these are few projects which are...
Can two LCCs get awarded this year? The two projects that you said first, 1 and 2, can they get awarded this year? They're both LCC, right?
Hopefully. Barmaid 2 to South Column, it is sure. And there should be, I think, Bikaner 5 to Begunia also, it should be possible to be awarded this financial next financial year.
Next financial year?
No, not this financial year.
I mean FY27, both will be in FY27.
Yes.
And Bikaner Begunia is 300 billion or smaller?
It is 8,000, 6,000 megawatt. Almost it will be again 35,000 crores.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sir. Yeah, thank you so much, Puneet from HSBC. My first question is with respect to the increase in commodity prices. How is that impacting your projects?
Commodity prices means?
Yeah, copper prices, aluminum, they've gone up. Is it impacting your cost estimates?
Yeah. Can you...
So there are about the transmission lines and substations. So whatever the transmission contracts we are awarding on a firm price only. So the metal prices are not going to impact our returns in respect to the transmission line contracts. And for substations, we have a certain PV class in the contracts which we actually consider during our bidding. So I don't think we are going to be impacted much on the commodity prices variation.
Understood. Secondly, and do you also see increase in repair and maintenance contracts on your regulated business increasing in near future, or you think that's still a few years away?
No, next to 5 years it's already fixed. It's they have already given the wind-up charges for the next 5 years. Okay. So next revision will be after 2029.
So I meant capacity augmentation for your existing RTM projects. Is there a room for those projects to come in at a higher pace?
Yeah, that we are already doing.
The capacity at whatever we are increasing at all, there we are doing in ADCAP, which is suppose the life is over, that we are putting it to regulators as CSA and we are get the tariff on that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, sir. This is Girish from Morgan Stanley. Thanks for the detailed presentation. On the construction pipeline that you have right now, I think it's about 1,43,000 crore for transmission. If you can just break up the 3-4 year, 5-year plan, because you've given capitalization for 2 years. If you can just help us with within regulated and for non-regulated, and within non-regulated HVDC commissioning, like next 4-5 years, if you can just spell out the numbers. And the second one was the market share question. In 9 months, how much bidding has completely happened thus far, and what's your order market share for this year?
Shubhamsi, can you just put?
Yeah, market share for 9 months in bidding and commissioning capitalization progression for the backlog right now. And if you can break that up in HVDC, non-HVDC, and regulated.
On the HVDC front, as we have one project which is going on the TBCB, it will be for the next 3 years, 2 to 3 years, that will be spread across the entire capex. And we have one RTM project also under HVDC, which was given to us by the regulator. So that will be taking about another 3 years, so that Bhadravati also is there. Those are the two projects over there, which will be there in the next 3 years, the HVDC part. And most of the TBCB projects, the general TBCB projects have a range about 2 to 3 years of capex. So whatever is there under TBCB as what has been shown out there, that will be spread across 2 to 3 years. The remaining RTM projects are also on shorter duration. They will also be overlapping in the similar period, about 18 months to 24 months, most of the projects.
And any comment on the market share for the new projects won in this fiscal year?
Yeah, we are having that guidance, we are about 50 to 60%. It is there. We are getting a lot of intrastate projects also. So, but then if you look into the intrastate projects, we are maintaining our market share.
And just one clarification, intrastate would be how big today in either your backlog?
Backlog means?
Your
orders in hand.
Orders in hand, how much is intrastate right now?
Intrastate has a smaller share. Intrastate is just opening with states like Maharashtra and Karnataka opening up. Because these intrastate projects by and large depends upon the states how they are keen in trying to move ahead in these projects. So we see that intrastate will be gaining traction, and since there is significant amount of projects already under the intrastate front, we are also evaluating the risks which are associated with the intrastate projects, and basis that we are going ahead. We have already, as our chairman has placed it, one of the largest intrastate project in the state of Maharashtra is what we have recently been successful in it. We are awaiting the LOI for it.
There was, as per NEP guideline, there was a total almost 3 lakh crore projects under intrastate. And so far, only few projects have been awarded. So balance are yet to be awarded. By state like Rajasthan, they are talking about projects worth almost 60,000 crores. Similarly, Karnataka also, maybe 60 to 70,000. And all states where renewable is more. So there will be number of projects, especially in intrastate. And depending on the challenge, like if some project in Karnataka, like in Bangalore, or in Maharashtra, like in Pune or Bombay. So depending on our book position, we will be aggressively or non-aggressively bidding for those projects. Because being intra-state project and very difficult projects, so we will taking a call depending on the situation. Okay?
Yes, please.
Yes, so this is Prateek from ICICI Prudential. So just a couple of questions. So in Q3, we saw a big jump in capitalization. So just a clarification on that. So is this more of a one-off thing in terms of quarterly run rate, or can we expect that in Q4 and going forward in H1 next year? So how do we think about it? Should we look at it on a quarterly basis? This figure will continue, or will it be more of an annual completion target?
The capitalization depend on the project being commissioned. It depends on the size of that particular project. If it comes in, say, Q4 or Q1 or Q2, so definitely the percentage of that particular quarter will increase. Otherwise, we will be continuously commissioning the projects. I can tell you the projects like we have Bhadla 3 to Siegel 2, Bhadla 3 to Ramgarh, we have Navsari to Fadge, we have Kundul 3 to Maheshwaram, we have Ananthapuram to Kadapa, we have Navsari to Kala, which are likely to be commissioned, completed in Q4. Then if we talk of Q1, we will have projects like Koppal Gadak, we will have the Koppal to Raichur, we will have Koppal to Narendra, we will have Biawar Dosa. So these projects will continue, which will be commissioned in a phased manner. And percentage of each quarter will be very difficult to tell, because it depends on size of the projects which will be commissioned in a particular quarter.
Right. And so second question, so there appears to be some policy hesitation regarding HVDC projects because they are quite costly. So how do we look at this? So will it impact the capex guide? Can it impact the capex guidance, let's say from FY28 to 30? And can the overall transmission capex outlook be impacted because of this?
Like I told that we have now 32,000 for FY26, about 37,000. We have already committed to Government of India for next financial year FY27, 37,000. And FY28, 45,000. So when I am talking about 37 and 45,000, so definitely our HVDC projects, major expenditure will be during that period.
Okay.
So once it is commissioned, because this project already it has already completed 1 year. So the timeline is about 4 years. So after 3 years, it will be commissioned. So after 2 years, the major expenditure will happen because all equipments will start coming to India and they will be supplied. And finally, it will be commissioned after, say, 3 years from now.
Sure.
So it will vary depending on the supply and expenditure.
Sure. Okay, sir. Thanks.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Yeah. Good afternoon, Dr. Tyagi, here on the right-hand side. Firstly, since it may be our last opportunity to interact with you in such a forum, many congratulations on a very illustrious career and all the contributions to the nation. Sir, my question, I'm Namit Arora from InGrowth Capital. Sir, my question was, in the last 3.5, 4 years, there may be a lot of initiatives that you would have taken to build on the foundation, which may not have fully borne fruit so far, but will obviously benefit the organization over the next 5 to 10 years. If you could give us some color on that. Thank you.
सर वो indirectly बोल दिए कि आप last time मिल रहे हैं.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, Power Grid is a company which was born in 1989, and we have started operations in 91, 92. So we have been taking initiatives all these years. So there is no last 3 years or 4 years. We have been taking initiatives, and it is keeping on adding value to Power Grid. So similarly, in last 3 years, or you could talk of any 3 years, so there have been addition of new initiatives, and which shall help Power Grid in achieving our capex and capitalization and growth of Power Grid. Like we had in FY2025-26, we had this capex of about 12,500 crores. Last year we had 26,000 crores. This year we are going to have 32,000 crores. Similarly, we will have capitalization also. Like last year it was not much, but this year it will be 22,000 crores. Next year again it will increase. So the initiatives which we have taken in recent past is we have made dedicated ROW cell. So the ROW cell, it is being handled from corporate office, where it is being monitored on day-to-day basis from corporate office. So, and in each region there will be ROW cell. So they are discussing ROW issues of each and every tower, transmission line. So that is helping us in a big way to take care that management is aware that what is happening in this particular line, and immediately action is taken. Suppose there is a ROW in a particular line, then if it is brought to the knowledge of management, then immediately we discuss with the, say, Chief Secretary of that particular state or Power Secretary of Government of India, so that whatever help is required at ground, immediately that is taken. And we are meeting with the chief ministers of various states. The power minister is calling or having meetings with all the states. So Government of India is also helping Power Grid in resolving ROW issues. Second is like transformers and reactors we are taking in advance. Like suppose I know that so many projects are coming for bidding, and after 2 years or 3 years, so many transformers will be required for commissioning. So I should have those transformers in hand, so there should not be uncertainty that project is won, but transformer is not there. So we are procuring as a bulk transformer, and each package we are having 30 transformers, one package we are procuring, which will be requirement for maybe 2-3 substation requirement will be taking in advance only in one package. And such package we are maybe 10 to 12 package each year we are coming out with these packages. Then we also have a land acquisition cell or land acquisition department, which we are, whenever any project is coming for bidding, so immediately we are, our land acquisition cell is active, and they are going to ground and they are talking to various, and for each project we are there, 4 options will be there, 3 to 4 options, so that in case we win the project, immediately the land should be available. So that initiative is also helping us. Then one more project, one more initiative, I can say that the mechanization of transmission line tower erection. That now we are talking of cranes, we are talking of central cranes. So it is now reality that cranes are to be used for making transmission line towers or erecting transmission line towers. We have porter decks, that porter decks mats are available, that even in rains or where muddy area is there, or even this mud is there, in those conditions also we were able to work in rains also. So the porter deck mats are being used in last 3 to 4 years. So then we also started monitoring. We also have the control rooms in each region, that all sites are connected through camera. Earlier we had for operation, these control centers were used for only for monitoring of operation. But now project monitoring is also being done through control center installed by camera. And we can see, even chairman can see in his room that what is happening in this particular project. What is the progress yesterday, what is the progress today. If any challenge is there in this particular project, so the chairman can call that project manager on the screen, on the camera, and discuss what is happening in this particular project. So I remember only these initiatives.
Thank you very much, sir, for your...
उसके ऊपर आप कह रहे थे कि कई लोगों ने इनिशिएटिव लिया, आपने भी लिए. हम एक ही बात कहेंगे, modesty is thy virtue.
Thank you very much, sir, and all the best to you and the entire team. Thank you.
Super performance. Last couple of questions and then we need to close, so please. Yeah.
Hi, sir. Thank you. Shrom Kapoor from Jefferies. So just want to understand the numbers that you shared on the capitalization guidance now and going forward. It has been raised. So could you maybe help us understand what has driven this acceleration in the capitalization and maybe quantify between RTM and TBCB, what will be the rough split in the capitalization for 26, 27 and 28? And other than that, what has driven the increase in guidance? Is it, are you expecting some projects which were scheduled to commission later coming forward, or is just your overall works in hand expanded? If you could help with that, sir. Yeah, like if you see from the data that it is 1,45,000. If we remove 2,000 worth projects for data center and other areas, it becomes 1,43,000. So most of the projects are under TBCB only. And the ongoing RTM is hardly 9,000, 10,000 crores. And one RTM project which we are talking is the Leh Pang, which is yet to be launched basically. So in next 2 to 3 years, we will have mainly TBCB project. So I can say that 80 to 90% will be TBCB, 10 to 20% will be RTM. Got it, sir. Thank you so much. And you are saying like what trigger or why like suddenly there is an increase in this? Because this RE projects are very critical projects which are commissioned, and we don't want that any power, RE power, green power, which is almost free, given by nature. So it should not be curtailed at any cost. So we want to focus on these projects so that no power is curtailed in India. Got it, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, the last question. मैं और मेरी तन्हाई अक्सर बात करते हैं. चलो भाई, खत्म करो. Yeah, we can close. Good. May I now request Shri L. Khaj Kumar ji, he is the Executive Director, Corporate Planning, and I must congratulate him for the fantastic presentation that he and his team, they put together. So nice of you, sir. Please come.
Good afternoon to all. Respected Chairman and Managing Director, Power Grid, members of the Board of Directors, distinguished investors, and dear friends. On behalf of Power Grid, I express our sincere gratitude to our CMD and the Board for their insights and vision that continues to steer the organization towards sustained growth and excellence. I also extend our thanks to all investors and partners for your presence and valuable participation. Your trust and confidence in Power Grid strengthens our resolve to deliver on our commitments and pursue continued progress in the power sector. My appreciation also goes to the organizing team for their meticulous efforts in ensuring the smooth conduct of this event. Finally, I thank all attendees for your engagement and constructive feedback, which make this interaction meaningful. As Power Grid continues to expand transmission networks, adopt advanced technologies, and pursue sustainable growth, we look forward to your continued support and partnership. Thank you once again for your faith in Power Grid, and thank you.
If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to Concall India for latest upcoming Concall.